Hello. Hi, my name is Rohan Preetham. I'm a third year computer science major, and pronouns are he, him, and his. I'm applying to be a ULA for CS 40 and CS 16. I really like to be a ULA because my first obvious reason is because I love teaching. And I also believe that teaching is one of the best ways to learn or relearn concepts. That's what I do in my classes presently. I sit together with a bunch of friends. We teach each other our ideas or our notions of proofs and other concepts, and that really helps me learn. I think I'd like to be sort of guidance or support for students to help students learn concepts that I've learned earlier. So today I've chosen a question from my CS 40 class that I was fortunate enough to take with Professor Matney in fall 2023. And let me go ahead, turn off my video and share the question, share my screen. Hopefully my screen is visible. So here's the question. So we have two kinds of people on an island. We have the knights who always tell the truth and the knaves who always lie. Right, so we've met four islanders. The names are Armando, Becky, Charo, and Dina. And there's four corresponding statements about what they claim. So we need to find out amongst the four islanders which of them are knights and which of them are knaves. And it's better if we use propositional logic. That's right. So a good way to approach these kinds of problems would be to assume, in this case, that all four of them are saying the truth. In other words, let's assume that all four of them are knights. Right? So this gives us four propositions or four logical statements, A, B, C, and D. So let statement A be Armando is a knight. Let statement B be Becky is a knight, C, Charo is a knight, and D, Dina is a knight. Right? Now, our work would be to translate these four statements to propositional logic. That's exactly what I've done here. So statement one says if Becky says Charo is untruthful. So if Becky is saying the truth, according to assumption, if Becky is a knight, then Charo is a knave, right? And if Dina is a knight, then Becky is also a knight. That's basically what the statement here says here. Dina says Becky always tells the truth, right? And Charo says Dina lies. So Charo claims that Dina is a knave, right? Which basically just means if C, then not D. If Charo is a knight, then Dina is a knave. The last very interesting statement here that says Armando says Becky is a knave and I'm a knave. So according to our assumption, Armando is a knight, right? So what Armando says definitely must be true. So there's two parts to the statement here. Becky is a knave and I'm a knave, right? So he claims that, so let's assume Becky is a knave, it's true, and I'm a knave is true, right? That makes the whole statement true. That's the only possible case where the whole statement's true. But this clearly gives us a contradiction here. If Armando is a knight, he cannot claim that he's a knave. There is no way that can happen because knight always speaks the truth and he cannot possibly become a knave. He cannot claim to be a knave. So Armando is definitely lying in this statement here. Armando has to be a knave, right? Let me just write that down here. Armando must be a knave. He's definitely lying. Once again, there's two parts to this statement here. Let me come back to the translation here. So if Armando is a knight, which is clearly not true, the whole statement is false. Becky is a knave and Armando is a knave. Now we know that Armando is a knave. So this part of the statement becomes true, right? Armando is definitely a knave, right? Now to make the whole statement false, this part definitely must be false because we know Armando is a knave. He's definitely lying. So this part is definitely false. Becky is a knave is false, which means Becky must be a knight, right? Okay, so we've got two important conclusions here just from statement 4. Now, let's look at statement 1 here, which claims that if Becky is a knight, we know that Becky is a knight, then Charo is a knave. But Charo is a knave, right? So with now, if Charo is a knight, then Dina is a knave. That's statement 3, right? But we know Charo is a knave, so Dina definitely must be a knight, right? So this is what we've got from looking at just 3 statements here. Looked at statement 4, we've looked at statement 1 and statement 3. And that's pretty much the solution to this question. It's if one thing leads to another, it's pretty much like a domino effect here. We found out from statement 4, give us 2 conclusions, and we've got the whole answer just from it. Thank you. Thank you very much for your time.